Welcome back, everybody. It's so good to have you back for another video. Today we're going to be going over a bicycle that I recently found that could be a good fit for big and tall people. So let's check it out. Hey, I bet you're wondering about that bicycle you just saw a second ago. Well, today I'm going to tell you about it. Before we get started today, I would love if you took the time just to subscribe really quick and support the channel. That way it can continue to grow. The bicycle I have today is one that I found recently at a shop called Sol Lxi. They sell all kinds of different sporting equipment, ranging from water sports to mountain biking to skiing, snowboarding, whatever. And I've always known that they had a really good bike selection. Years ago, I went into one and they had a bike that was meant for people 6'5 plus, but I wasn't at the right time in my life where I could afford to purchase it. However, times have changed a little bit and I'm ready to take a look at it again. So I went back over to Sol Lxi during the quarantine, and what do you know? I found a bike meant for tall people. What I ended up finding was the Sol Lxi Flow 2. Bit of a mouthful, I know. But when I sat on it, I was very impressed. Now do keep in mind, there are brands out there that focus on really tall people like myself being 6'10". However, I don't have the budget for those bikes yet, so for now, this one's gonna do great for me. On the bike itself, it actually has a little sticker that says the size rating is for people from 5'9" to 6'3". So obviously I'm way too tall for this bike. However, it is one of the more comfortable bikes I've ever ridden. And that's why I want to kind of get the name out there, because even if you're taller than 6'3", it can be pretty comfortable. This bike retails at around $480. I know that that's still on the expensive side of things, but whenever you're looking at big quality bicycles, that's not a bad price to pay for something that's not only going to make your legs more comfortable, but can also hold your weight. The salesperson told me that this bike holds comfortably up to 600 pounds. I weigh about 340. But I did notice that the tires do squish just a little bit, which is natural, but overall it held my weight really well. The biggest thing for me whenever I'm riding a bicycle is making sure that whenever my leg comes back around, that it doesn't feel like my legs are squishing really bad, you know what I mean? And with this bike, it's a little bit there because it's not quite big enough. However, it's better than any other bike I've ever ridden, and I can finally get back out on the streets. So let's take a look at me riding it so you can see for yourself what it's like when a tall person actually does ride it. Okay, everybody, so let's take a look at what it looks like when I'm actually riding the bicycle. I want you to take note of how long my legs are on it, how tall the handlebars actually get, and how it handles my weight. So let's get started. Okay, so you're gonna have to forgive the sounds of the locusts. They're going crazy right now in this Texas heat, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. What you'll see first is how high I have this seat right now. This is about as high as you can actually get it, and it doesn't go any further than that. And then for the handlebars, these are actually tilted back as far as they can go so that they're as high as they can go. So this bike is meant for people that are between 5'9" to 6'3". However, when I sat on it, it's probably the most comfortable bike that I had ever sat on at the time, even though it's really not meant for my size. So let's see how it actually looks when I'm on it. So, as you'll notice, I still look a little too big for the bike because it's not really meant for someone my size, but for the budget, it's really not a bad pickup. The seat compresses probably about 4 inches as you sit on it because I weigh about 340 pounds. And so what that does is that tends to take away some of your leg room. Here you'll notice my legs are still pretty bent at the very bottom here, and I'd like to have a little bit more room, you know, like maybe like right there, like I'm kind of almost standing. But the real problem is this. When I'm at the top of the pedaling cycle, my leg is pretty bunched up right here. And that's where you can realize that it's not quite meant for someone my height. However, still, it's one of the more comfortable bicycles I've ever sat on. You'll also know where the handlebars are. I would like for them to sit up a little higher so that I could sit straighter instead of kind of leaning, but it is what it is for the price. So let's take it for a spin so you can see it for yourself. So let me know what you thought in the comments below on if I looked too big on the bike and just how comfortable it looked overall. This is a great budget option for a bike for a big and tall person. So let me know what you think. So as you can see from the footage, I still look way too big riding this bike. One day I'm gonna have one of the ones that's really meant for big and tall people, but until then, this was a good option for me. It's not perfect. The seat doesn't quite go high enough for me, and the handlebars don't quite raise high enough for me. However, compared to what I've ridden in the past, it's a lot better than what I've dealt with. So be sure to take a look at the link in the description below. Keep in mind, this is not an affiliate link, so I don't actually make anything on this. I just want the word to get out there. Thank you all so much for joining today. It'd mean a ton to me if you would hit the subscribe button, click like on this video, and also hit the little notification icon so that you see the next time they come out with a video. Again, I'm Corey from Freaky Tall Reviews. We'll see you next time.